Hey guys, what's up? It's TheThirdKnight here, and welcome to PoP log number 2. To start off with, I'm just gonna say, I've been a bit disappointed because at the moment I'm fairly behind where I would want to be with player-owned ports, and I think that's just mostly because of being busy, with Christmas and stuff. And I missed out on a bunch of voyages through that time, and I'll also miss out on a bunch of voyages while I'm away in Melbourne and on the other holiday coming up. So I mean, I can't complain at all, but it's something that I would have really been able, really wanted to do. I'm gonna try and get onto doing my own ports and stuff throughout the holidays just as much as possible. But I know I won't be able to do all my voyages all the time, and I sort of regret not changing my focus, my import management to the Bamboo region earlier on. I did that just a bit after Christmas, but if I'd done that earlier, I would have also completed a few more voyages, and that would have added to my overall progress. But oh well. You always need to be at a computer or have access to one constantly, pretty much just to keep up with all the voyages, unless of course you're in some of the further regions like the pincers or the bowl, where you obviously have much longer voyages. But yeah, Jagex have actually been talking about releasing RuneScape, or part of it, on tablets. So that would be really awesome if they did that, because that would be super useful for player imports and just the game in general. For when people aren't at home or can't have a laptop with them, they might be waiting at the bus or something, and do you know how cool that would be? That would just be so awesome. You could just log on, do your player imports and stuff, log off, do whatever. So that's going to be really interesting to see, and they did say they were going to release that this year, so hopefully it comes fairly early, except obviously it hasn't been in the news of late, so it might be, I don't know, midway through the year or something. We'll just have to wait and see. Moving on to actual progress. I have unlocked the Scythe region, and I'm still in the Scythe region, which is, pretty bad. That's what I was talking about in terms of actual progress. I should definitely be in the bowl by now. I've been watching the Rune Sharks and stuff, player imports videos and stuff, and they're just they've made so much progress, and there's so many other people who are also really up there, in the bowl and stuff, which is the next region after the Scythe. And it's just been a bit frustrating that I haven't been able to keep up with that, because just obviously you have to be very consistent with logging on and stuff and doing all your voyages and stuff. But I've been trying to complete as many as I can every day, and I'll gradually get there, so that'll be good. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's been happening for me for player-owned ports. I've also gotten, I think I'm on about 3 plate at the moment, and I've completed the scroll for the Tetsu plate body, and I'm working my way through the Tetsu helmet. I think I have 2 scrolls on that at the moment. But yeah, all the voyages are really long if you do the Scythe region, or even if you're in the bowl and stuff. All the ones that I've actually seen so far have been 4 hours or longer. So it is absolutely vital that when you do get up to the Scythe, you have your 3rd ship unlocked for the region. And especially for the bowl and the pincers and stuff, that'll be absolutely essential, because the voyage is just gone for so long. And I'm also just I've replaced all my crew and everything. I've completely maxed out everything I can in the Scythe for the moment. I've got a bunch of Sea Witches as well, which is a unique unit for the Scythe, which is exactly the same as your best unit for seafaring, except it's also got morale on top of that, so it's really good. And I've also got 3 bureaucrats and 3 traders, just so that I can get the max out of any voyages that I need to rush, my bamboo ones. But I think it's going to be, also there's another thing which is sort of really important. I'm not sure if they've actually patched this yet, but if you get you get ship effects from completing the random events around the player-owned ports, your Assassin's random event and your Barmaid's random event and stuff. And if you have 3 ship effects in each of the slots, any slots without 3 ship effects will actually they'll receive the effect. So if you max out, for example, I don't know, the 10% boost to your combat, 10% boost to seafaring, and 10% boost to morale, if you have 3 ship effects in each of those, and you do the same for everything except for I don't know, your crew rerolls, your voyage rerolls and stuff, then you'll just constantly get crew and voyage rerolls. So it's a really fast way of progressing through player imports at the moment, and I know a bunch of people have been doing that. I'm gonna assume it's not a bug or anything, because Jagex have left that but that's a really good way. That's like the best way of progressing through player imports at the moment. It did come down to a bit of a luck initially, like who like worked that out first and stuff, so that's sort of like how people are so far ahead. I think that's my theory for it anyway. Other than that, people have probably just been getting up early and just making sure they do every single one of their voyages, I guess. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm predicting within like the next few months that everybody will pretty much just be like towards the end of like their progress in player imports. Everyone who started as soon as the update came out, and a lot of people will have started getting the armor and everything. And I think it'll get to a point where everybody's just completely maxed out their player imports and they're just going for scrolls and the ingredients, the resources that you need to actually make the armor pieces and everything. And so that's going to be really interesting. So I think it'll just reach a point where like everybody has the new armor and stuff. Obviously it takes a long time to get that stuff, but if you think about it, by the time you've actually maxed out all the regions, and so far it's only 6 regions that are available in player imports, it's going to be like, I think heaps of people are just going to have the armor. Anyway, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at the moment. And yeah, I probably won't have another player imports log for a while, because you know, I just want to get up there and really catch up, even though it's probably not really possible. I just want to reach the further regions, and I'll only be doing these player imports logs like when I've reached some fairly good milestones and stuff with that, because I don't want to bore you guys. But that's basically how I've been going at the moment for player imports. I think that's it. There's nothing much more to say for that. I mean, I've bought the workshop, I've bought a bunch of other buildings and stuff around the place, just with spare resources I've got at the moment while I'm still stuck in the Scythe. But I'll be getting into the bowl soon. I think I'm about 90% of the way through the Scythe, so I'm not too like too badly behind, but I am behind a lot from the people up at the very top. But I'm sort of around, I think, where the average sort of amount of people are at the moment. So that's really cool. Another thing that I've been really enjoying about the player imports as well is you get these messages that come up saying various things about like your ship. Anyway, that's just a bit of fun. Like for example, there's one on my screen now which says, wait, if I can just read it. Your ship, which is called the Bloody Roger, your ship, Bloody Roger's sighting of the Cowfight Queen turned out to be a weevil on the telescope. I don't know. It's just funny. And another thing also is, on my 3rd ship, I could actually name my ship TheThirdKnight, because you can have the first word as the, and then you could get like third as the second word, and obviously night as the 3rd word. So that's kind of cool. And that's just another thing I just thought I'd add in. Anyway, that's enough for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the highlights and stuff. Sorry I haven't made as much progress. I'm obviously trying to multitask lots of things at the moment, and I'm trying my best to make progress with that. So another video will be in a while when I've reached a lot more of the actual milestones and stuff within player imports. Hopefully I'll have a Tetsu plate body or something, but that would be really cool. Also, I hope you really enjoyed the audio in this video. I've just started trying to use a program called Audacity, and that should be improving the audio quality in my recorded videos at least. Hopefully it works well. Anyway, tell me in the comments if you did. I've been talking for long enough, and so I will go to Melbourne now. Hope you guys have a really good week, and I will see you next video.